Reason why your employer doesn't care about you. 6 days ago, I employed a university graduate to work with my company. She was given a few instructions as per the company's policy, among which is that we don't use social media at work. That was a Monday, and by Friday, she was caught scrolling through Instagram and Facebook, and she was fired immediately. Why was she fired? Well, she broke the company's law. But why didn't we give her a second chance? Well, let the truth be told, we don't care about her. We only care about our business and its growth. Now give me a moment before you think I'm evil. Let me share with you in this video the reason why your employer doesn't care about you. I hope this revelation will challenge you to be in charge of your life. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Now let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine you're a woman and married to a polygamous man. The man you're married to has 3 wives and you are the 3rd favorite of the wives. How do you feel about that? What kind of life do you think you'll have in a home where you are the least favorite? Many of you watching this video may not know what the polygamous family looks like, but I do know because I grew up in one. Being the least favored by the head of the family means little or zero attention, sadness, and depression. Now let's talk about businesses, investors, customers, and employees. This is what happens. If you own a business, you are like that polygamous man who marries 3 wives. Your most favored wife is the customers because you know that your money comes from the customers. Your second most favored wife is your investors because you know that you have to make money, appreciate their investments, and make them smile, or else you soon get out of business. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but the truth is that your least favorite wife is the employee. If you're an employee, you are the least favored wife, and that's why your employer may not care about you. Now get me right, I'm an entrepreneur. I have employees and I'm even recruiting for my business as we make this video. So I'm probably as guilty as your employer, but I'll show you something more very soon in this video. How the human mind works. What we all have to understand here is that entrepreneurs are humans with all the human weaknesses. As humans, it's hard for any one of us to worship or honor someone who cannot hurt us. In other words, if you are 25 and you receive threats from 3 people, one is a 13-year-old high school girl, one is a 35-year-old policeman, and the third is a 28-year-old heavyweight champion, you will naturally want the heavyweight champion to be at peace with you, followed by a policeman, and you can be rest assured that a 13-year-old high school girl cannot do you any harm. No matter what you think, this is the reality. Human beings don't respect anyone or anything that doesn't have the power to hurt them. Another thing that makes this worse is the competition for jobs. Higher jobs demand versus the value of employees. Just 3 days ago, my company announced on Facebook that we had 8 vacant positions. As at the time of making this video, we've received about 300 applications. This is a big problem for any entrepreneur because you have to think of how you can get the best hands. But there are even bigger problems for the employees. First, because the demand for jobs is too high, you may not be paid what you deserve, even if you get such job. And even after you are employed, your employer may not care about you because he knows that there are 50 other people out there waiting to take your job. This is the more reason why your employer may not care about you. But employees are important. Some people wish that every employer is calm, cool, and nice. They say, but employees make the company work. But employees are very important. Yes, you are right. Employees are very important to the success of any company. But being important is not enough for anyone to cherish you. You have to be important. You also have to be scarce. You have to possess skills which are difficult, and you have to be so good that it's difficult to replace you. That's it. If you're important, but you can easily be replaced, then no one will care that much about you. Let's think about the most important things in the world. oxygen, water, money, and food. Which of these four do we appreciate the most? If, for example, we make a video about how to get oxygen, would you watch it? Probably not. But if we make a video about how to get gold or money, you are more likely to watch it. Now you get the picture. Though oxygen is valuable, most of us have as much as we need, so nobody worries about it. Though water is valuable, because water isn't scarce, nobody cares that much about water. Though money is not as valuable as oxygen, because money is scarce, we all cherish money. You sure get this analogy. Whenever anything is valuable, it also has to be scarce for it to be cherished. This is human nature, and nobody should try to fight it. Yes, employees are valuable for any company, but because there are too many people who fight for a few jobs, it's hard to get employers to cherish employees. So, what can you do? Because I preach a lot about entrepreneurship, I've been attacked a few times. Some people will watch this video and attack me in the comments. Some people have asked me, can everyone be an entrepreneur? No, not everyone can be an entrepreneur, but those who can be entrepreneurs who are employees are the reason why employers have too many people fighting for a few jobs, and they are the reason why most people don't care about you. If everyone who can be entrepreneurial becomes entrepreneurs, we'll have too many jobs. When those who need jobs are fewer than the numbers of jobs we have, every employer will respect their employees. If you have the feeling that you can be an entrepreneur and you are afraid of what may happen to you, then you are a liability to all of us. You are a liability to us because you have added yourself to the numbers of people who are competing for jobs in the labor market, and you've denied people who ought to get jobs in your own company the opportunity to get a job. To the people who cannot be entrepreneurs. If you're among the people who for any reason think they cannot be entrepreneur, that's fine. But I also have a piece of important advice for you. Be willing to make yourself so much valuable and scarce, or be willing to be disrespected. Here's the thing, there are only two ways to make a lot of money and earn a lot of respect from other people, and those two ways are build your own successful company or have skills that are very valuable and hard to get so that a company can cherish you like a king. I hope you get this. So let me explain. You and I know that successful entrepreneurs have a lot of money and they are respected. But what most people don't know is that there are thousands of employees who also get a lot of money and honor from the company they are working for. No, these companies don't give these people a lot of money and honor because they are employees or because they have PhD. As I've explained before, people only cherish what is valuable and scarce. The reason why every company pays some people so well and cherish them so much is that such people have some skills that are valuable and hard to replace. This can be a programming skill, negotiation skill, unique and creative thinking that brings a lot of business to the company, leadership or selling skills, or any other important skills which are difficult to acquire. If you have any of these skills and you're willing to work hard, you'll get to a point where the company you work for will not only pay you well, they will cherish you, not because they like you, but because they know that it's very difficult to replace you. Let me conclude this video this way. As long as 50 other people can replace you, no employer will think you are gold. The only two ways to make gold for yourself is to do difficult things which most people cannot do. Most people cannot build a successful company because it's hell. If you do it, you will not only have all the money in the world, you will be cherished anywhere you go. Most people cannot make sacrifices to get and practice valuable skills. Most people don't develop their minds. Most people are not creative, and most people are not good communicators. If you can take your time to acquire any of these valuable skills, you'll be so much valuable and scarce. You will not only be paid so much money by any company that employs you, you'll be cherished like gold because you'll be difficult to replace. Endure the pains of the rough road or endure being ridiculed in a public road.